All right, this is going to be a lot of fun, but it is going to be a gigantic portion of the training. We've got a lot of things to cover. We're talking about copywriting here. Obviously, this is not going to be, as in-depth as I would like it to be, because seriously, a full copywriting course would probably be about 10, 12 hours. But I am going to give you the essentials, the things that you must know, the little tricks of the trade in order to create more effective advertisements and sales pages, squeeze pages, that kind of thing. What people don't realize a lot of times is effective copywriting will get you so much, bottom line is, more money. Okay, because let's say somebody sees your ad. If it's a poorly written ad, then you'll get a certain amount of success with that ad. Okay, let's just say it's like 1%. Well, that ad, viewed by the very same people, if you would utilize the techniques that we're going to go over here, then you would get a higher percentage of people, like, 7, 8% even, that would follow through and click on the ad. Same thing with your squeeze page, with your sales page. You can have a sales page. I just want to go over the importance here real quick of good copywriting. You can have a sales page, and let's say you get, 10,000 people to come to your sales page. Well, if you have poorly written copy, then a large portion of those are just going to be wasted because it didn't ever get, even if you've got a fantastic product, if you've got great traffic and a great product, it's not going to matter if when that traffic comes, the copywriting does not hit home and make the point so that they go through and they learn everything that they need to know about the product so that they make that purchase. And there's a lot of things that we're going to talk about here. First, let's go over some terms that might be new or unfamiliar to you. This is something that relates to anything that has to do with your campaign. Okay, so for example, you could have an ad on a website to get people to come to your squeeze page. You could have the squeeze page itself, and then you've got the sales page, or where you're trying to make, relate to them what it is that you've got to offer and all the details about it. All of those things are going to have, even an email that you're sending out, they're all going to have these same elements. The headline is the first one. This is a sample headline from one of my products. The job of the headline is not to sell the product. A lot of people actually use it that way. They try to create a headline that is going to try to get people to buy the product. That is not the job of the headline. The job of the headline is to get people to read the next few sentences, which are called the lead, to start reading the body of the advertisement, the sales page, whatever it is. So we've got the headline that gets them, compels them to read the body, and the body is just, the meat of what your copy is, whether it's an advertisement. Maybe you've got a one-line headline and then 2 lines of the ad. That's the body part in an advertisement. In a sales page or a landing page, the copy, the body, is the story that they're going to read, the information about that product. And then we have a call to action. And these are not all of the elements of, a sales page, for example. These are just some terms that I want to get you familiarized with. A call to action is you basically just telling them, here's what I want you to do now. You have to do this, and I'll describe why in detail later on. And then a benefit. I want to kind of relate this to you because it's very important that you understand the difference between a feature and a benefit. A feature is something like 160 ounces. Okay, so you tell, maybe you're selling racquetball equipment and you tell them it's a 160-ounce racket. Well, that's a feature. That's great. But people don't want to see features as much as they want to see benefits. A benefit is so light you'll hit 120-mile-per-hour balls. Okay, that's a benefit. So that's the difference between a feature and a benefit. People want to see benefits. You can work in features, but they have to see benefits. Saying the wrong words, even if you do it in a very eloquent manner, will have worse results than if you were to relate the right thought, even if you did it a little bit less than perfect. If you're not a very good speaker, for example, or if you're not very good at writing, as long as you relate the right thought. So the important thing for us to do right now is to think about what it really is that you want to say. What is it that you really want? Do you want somebody that's going to buy right now, or are you trying to get a lead? You have to focus on exactly what it is that you're looking for. This might seem obvious, but a lot of people just start to write an ad without getting in their mind, what is it that I really want from this? And that it applies to, ad, it applies to your squeeze page, your sales page. For example, with an advertisement, the goal is to qualify buyers and get them to click. Get the qualified buyer to click on that advertisement. That's the goal. On a squeeze page, the goal is to get the person to enter their name and email address and submit that. That's the entire goal. So on a squeeze page, for example, the goal is not to get them to buy the product. That's going to be the goal of the sales page later on. So here we have 3 elements that all have distinct, different goals. So when you sit down to write the squeeze page, you have the goal of the squeeze page in mind. I'm going to go over a few tricks, some things that you can implement, little tools that you can pull out of your bag and kind of weave them into your copywriting, and it'll make your copywriting more effective as you sit and contemplate. Here is the goal that I have in mind. Now, how can I attain that goal?